Hi, this video is in response to Brent Keene's video, Bible Law Owning Christians. I saw two different issues in his video. Number one was Christians being under or having to follow the commandments. The other issue I see has to deal with Old Testament laws concerning punishing those transgressors that are caught, and he cited killing your daughter if she's caught performing an act of adultery. In this video, I'm not going to address those issues. I'm just going to address the issues concerning Christian submission to the commandments, in the interest of keeping the video fairly short. What I've done here in the videos, I've included passages that Brent didn't. I don't think he cited that support this position. That's what the first 8 are. The last 2 I've added concern what the prayers that God doesn't hear. And you can read those in a few minutes to see. And that ties in. That impacts Christians as well. And concerning the Christians, when I talk to Christians about these two, about the commandments and about who God doesn't hear, initially they usually fall back on eternal security passages. And eternal security is the belief. It's the belief that faith is alone saves you, that salvation is given to you by grace, and that gift cannot, once you believe, that gift, you're saved. You cannot be unsaved. You cannot lose your salvation. It's impossible to lose your salvation, which I believe is false. I'll get to that in a minute. But usually, talking these issues with Christians, they usually fall back on those passages in the New Testament where Christ says, belief in me saves you. I immediately counter that with some of the passages I've included here, and also some of the ones that Brent had mentioned. And we usually argue back and forth for a while, but I try to tie them down to 1 or 2, and then usually I'm told I'm taking it out of context, or I'm a legalist. And again, we talk some more, and we argue, debate back and forth, and usually at some point they'll say, well, right now we'll just have to agree to disagree, and we'll each have to pray about it and continue this at some other time. And usually that some other time never happens. So if there are any Christians out here watching this video, if you want to help enlighten me or correct me, get me unconfused, put it in the context for me, please do. Because the way I'm reading it, I'm not seeing where I'm in error in this. Because to me, grace, it pertains to the potentiality of salvation. In other words, the cross, that was grace. His grace in giving us that option. And we need to believe in that, but at the same time, after that, belief is just the beginning. After that, we need to submit, and we need to obey. Because if we don't, then that potentiality is not going to be realized for us, because we're trying to serve both. We're trying to do both, and you can't do that. I think, so as far as grace, the potentiality, the option of salvation, that's where the grace in salvation is. Grace may also pertain to the age of accountability. Again, the Bible is, I can't find a place in the Bible where it's real clear on that. A lot of people say age 7. I've heard as late as age 20, and everything in between. Another potentiality with grace might be with individuals that suffer or have acquired severe cognitive disorders or impairments. But again, that's just theory. And how I view God in the Bible collectively is God is looking for people who are with Him 100% of the time, and not just in actions, but in thoughts and in speech, in what you say. Because to be born again, you are no longer your old self. The things of the world or the things that went against God, you no longer do, because you are truly born again, and that's a progression to a pure state. And again, you'll see some of that in the passages that I've included in this video. And that's basically it. That's basically my response and my invitation to anybody that would like to debate, especially Christians, concerning these matters, because they are profound and they are significant, very much so. And I look forward to any responses. Thank you.